All right, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit of hub course organization, and not to get all cheesy, but I think just like classes we were probably used to when we were in high school, successful classes are organized, and for a hub course, you got to have it be really organized. So I'm going to show you the way I did it last year. It's not saying at all that this is the best method. I just think it is a relatively logical method. And I think it's something that can be, even if you change the language up a little bit, easily adapted to any classroom. So this is my course from last year. I'll go to courses, actually my course for this year that I've set up. And this is my course for this year. So you notice my overview page, and I have what I call my English mission list. Now, since I teach in the Mini Academy, we get kids used to this thing called missions. The way to think of missions are just essentially lessons built around TEKS. So mission 1B, 1B is an English TEK about denotation and connotation. So their first mission of the year is called mission 1B. During this mission, they'll learn about denotation and connotation, they'll practice denotation and connotation, and they'll be tested on denotation and connotation, and it all happens through the laptop. It's kind of cool. So, the best way to organize it that I found, you go to Resources, and I have my English 1 Content 2017-2018 folder. When I click that, and this is stuff all I see, you see Unit 1, and my Mission 1B, Denotation and Connotation. That's a folder. I click that, and I have my Mission 1B student page, and my Mission 1B Learning Coach folder. So for me, the teacher, there's a lot more stuff I see than stuff kids see. I try to minimize clicks for kids, but I also have to, in order to do that, keep stuff a little bit more organized for me. So far, I have my Resources tab, my English 1 Content 2017-2018 folder, my Unit 1 folder, my first Mission 1B Denotation and Connotation folder, my Mission 1B student page. This is basically the only thing students will access. It's the way that they're going to get their stuff. And my Mission 1B Learning Coach folder. These are my lessons. These are the activities. I'm basically linking students from the student page into stuff inside here. So the first thing I create is this Mission 1B Learning Coach folder. Then I have Mission 1B Build. This is where students are learning their things. Mission 1B Sail. This is where the students are practicing. And Mission 1B Doc. This is where students are testing. So it all happens here. When you're a kid, student page, build option 1, 2, 3. They're going to pass 2 of these build options before moving on to the sail. So they have to pass 2 of the 3 before they sail, before they practice. In here they're practicing. They're going to pass 1 of the 2 charts below before docking or taking their test. So they practice 1 of these 2, they pass it, and then they take their test. They're going to be taking their test this year using OnTrack. Okay? So, how do you create this? Well, I think the easiest way, go to Resources, and maybe you're using different language than me. That's totally fine. But we'll go Add, Folder, and we can call it your class name. Let's say I teach Algebra. Algebra 1, Content 2017-2018. Cool? That's my first folder. Now I'm inside this folder. Create another one. Add, Folder, Unit 1. Now maybe you're a way better teacher than me and you already have like 7 units planned out for the year. You can just go into this Algebra 1 Content folder and keep adding more units. But let's worry about Unit 1 first. Now, maybe you don't use the language of missions. That's fine. Maybe you just want to focus them on, I don't know, solving equations. So, solving equations lesson series. We'll call it that. That's fine. Now we're inside this folder, and we'll hit Add, and we can go another folder, a folder inside a folder inside a folder, We'll call this Solving Equations Lesson Series Teacher folder. Remember, we have a student page, and we just send students to stuff that we put inside here. So let's put inside here a folder, add folder, and we'll call this folder Learning How. Then we add another folder, and we call it Practicing. Again, you can change the language, doesn't really matter. But I think the whole entire idea is that you want to have a series of things that are organized for kids. So, Algebra 1 content, Unit 1, Solving Equations Lesson Series, Solving Equation Lesson Series Teacher folder, Learning How, Practicing. So another one, call it Testing. And we'll go back to our Solving Equations Lesson Series. We'll add a page. And just like we've done before, we're going to be linking to stuff from our teacher folder into this page. So Solving Equations Lesson page. We'll add our content block, rich content, lesson activities, Learning How, number 1, and we're just going to copy whatever we put in this Learning How folder. Let's say we put an assignment in here. We'll right-click it, and we'll copy it back into here. So then, for a kid, all you're going to do, you'll go to your overview page once you've created your Solving Equations Lessons page, and you'll say Solving Equations Lesson is live. Add that resource. Algebra 1 content. Unit 1. Solving Equations Lesson Series. Solving Equations Lessons page. Add. Disable comments. Add. And it's done. So for a kid, once we've done all this, for a kid, all they got to do is hit this, and they are on your lessons page once you add stuff inside here. Cool? They'll hit this Learning How, they'll do it, it's all done.